Honor have released the V30 Pro and the V30, which is their first foray into 5G phones. So let's get it open. The V30 from Honor, a big upgrade from the V20. I think this one does come with 5G. You also get the Pro version, which uses the Kirin 990 5G chipset. This one is using the Kirin 990 4G plus Huawei's Balong 5000 modem. 40-watt fast charging in this one, a very good spec, and is the same as what you get in Huawei flagships. The Pro version does add wireless charging too. A really great design overall. I love this color. I love the way the phone is put together overall. I really think this phone is all about flagship internals with what you would, I guess, call mid-range externals. However, a lot of people like this form and function. It's a flat screen, whereas the Huawei flagships right now are going to curved and waterfall screens, which not everyone likes. A triple camera with a main, ultra wide and 3x zoom. Because it's a 6.67 inch LCD display, you do get a side mounted fingerprint sensor. There's a mono speaker at the bottom and no headphone jack. You do get a dongle in the box though. And everyone is saying that the cutout is ugly. I'm actually used to it already. More on that in a second, but in general, the LCD display really is high quality. There isn't too much difference between OLED displays and these LCD displays from Huawei. I am a stickler for OLED displays. I really like them, and I'm sure as time goes on, they will filter down. But for now, I have absolutely nothing bad to say about this LCD. Contrast and colors is really good, and as you can see, the cutout really does not hinder viewing the screen and media hardly at all. There are no high refresh rates on this screen. That is a letdown, to be honest, and we're about to see the Redmi K30 series with 5G too that apparently has high refresh rates. Some people will care, some people won't. What is interesting though is how they deal with the cutout at the top. It's really part of a much enlarged notification bar. As you can see, the top of this web page just stops below the cutout. The screen is taller, it's a taller aspect ratio, and so this is how Huawei fits it in, and I'm sure we'll see this with a lot of other cutout displays too. I'm actually liking side mounted fingerprint sensors more and more. I think they actually just work quicker and are more reliable than underscreen technologies, but that's something that has to happen because as of right now anyway, underscreen LCD fingerprint sensors haven't reached commercial stage. Battery life is just a non-issue in phones these days. It's 4,200 milliamp hours. Battery life on Huawei and Honor phones is usually very good, and so are the cameras. The matrix camera in the V30 behaves a lot like the Mate 30 Pro's camera. You also get Pro modes and 960 frames a second slow-mo thanks to using the latest Kirin 990 chipset. Photos out of this thing are really impressive. You have a flagship main camera sensor coupled with a flagship chipset, and it really shows. Good colors, sharp images, good looking photos all around. The Pro version adds a slightly more expensive ultra wide camera, but the main cameras on both of them are the same. I also think video has taken a big step up in Huawei's recently. I really like the colors and the exposure. One thing I really like about this phone is that it has an ultra wide selfie camera too, which is super useful. I would put up with a bigger hole punch to get something as useful as an ultra-wide selfie camera. You can do way more with it. If you want to see more pictures and some more information, go check out my Instagram and my Twitter. I'll upload some more stuff there. High frame rate mode in PUBG is available because of the flagship processor. Even though it doesn't have a high refresh rate screen, you still will get a better gaming experience overall. This is the Chinese version of PUBG. I'm not sure if the international version has the high frame rate mode. Once you are playing games and are immersed in the action, the difference between OLED and LCD just fades away. I also think the choice of placement of the cutout on the bottom left is a really good one because as you can see, it doesn't get in the way of any of the information on the screen. This is such a solid phone all round. It really is. You have basically flagship internals, saving costs on the outside that a lot of people just don't want. The fact that it doesn't have Google is very disappointing because all around it is just such a great phone. Subscribe for all the latest tech news and unboxings. That's it for now, but I'll see you in the next one.